That was our pregame, folks. Now that your appetite has been titillated, has been piqued, your interest has been piqued, how about I bring up your host for the evening? Have you heard of a wonderful comedian named Cameron Esposito, folks? To know her is to love her, I guarantee. She has recently jumped ship for LA. Cameron, goddammit! But all the best for her. Well wishes, my dear. Success and many, many, many fruitful endeavors to you. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your hostess and first comedian of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Esposito! Oh, I'm sorry, you can do better than that. Let's hear it, Queerpocalypse! That is still only moderate madness. You are in an apocalypse that is also queer. What say you, crowd at the Abbey Pub? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to be back here. This is my second year hosting at Queerpocalypse. I'm so happy that they hadn't. Actually, let's hear it right up top. Let's hear it for Jenna and Candace who put the show together tonight. Otherwise known as Dago T. Jenna's the one that introduced the show. And Sultry Susan, fantastic job starting us out. That was some super crazy. I don't even know you could make a blow-up penis with a balloon. And now I know I'll never want to try. Guys, it's so great to be here. I'm happy to be here. I am back for the second year. Last year I wore a tie. This year I'm going for like a relaxed biker.
You're so hot!
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's how I would like you to respond, by individually telling me what you think of my looks.
I love your shoes!
Thank you so much. Somebody likes my shoes. Guys, I'm so happy to be here. I flew in from Los Angeles tonight. This is part of the reason I'm wearing this outfit. I flew in from Los Angeles today on a plane with 13 Australian Harley Davidson salesmen. As a lesbian, that's the best plane you'll ever be on. Like, that's the plane of your dreams. I actually could not believe that that plane didn't crash. Because, like, if I was gonna go down, like, God that does not exist would have put me on that plane to at least be like, I'm sorry you had to die, but at least you had to die with all these Harley Davidson salesmen. And they had great accents. I was trying to get tips and tricks on what Harleys are cool. Turns out all of them is the answer. I did move to LA recently. Who here has been to LA? Clap if you've been to LA. I know this is weird because there's going to be dancing later, but I swear to you I'm going to be pretty famous very soon. And very famous pretty soon. So we should talk to each other. And here's what I'm going to start by telling you guys this. I moved to Los Angeles. It's weird because I'm from the Midwest. In Chicago, I am the hottest motherfucking thing there is. In Los Angeles, I like sausage. That's true. I'm not against it. Those people need to get their shit together. You understand? What I'm trying to say is I'm bringing the side mullet to LA. It's also a beautiful place to live because they're a little bit further along than we are here in Illinois. For instance, Prop 8, that's a thing that's happening. Prop 8 in California, it was overturned. I'm happy about that. Happy to be living there. But I will say, I especially was following when Prop 8 when that whole debate was going on, when it was being overturned, because the people that wanted Prop 8 to stay on the books, I want to share something with you, which I think as fans and friends and queers, we can all understand. The people that wanted Prop 8 to stay on the books, one of their arguments was that they didn't want little kids in schools to have to learn about the existence of same-sex couples.
Fuck that!
Yeah, that's their word, not mine. The existence. Like, it wasn't even a morality judgment. The existence. Now, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. I didn't know about the existence of same-sex couples. I honestly believe that it was as hard for me to realize I was a woman who wanted to date women as it would have been for me to realize I was a leprechaun. Like, I really think that's true. Because that's what I thought. leprechauns were for parades. I didn't think they were for real. I didn't think that was a thing you could be. And I've always been like this, you know, like I came out of my mom just like ready for rugby. Like I've always been like a Russian doll of tiny vests. You know, like I've always been like this. I mean, how many days a week, in your estimation, do most suburban girls wear a coonskin cap? Because if you said zero, yeah, I went with 7 days a week. Coonskin cap. I wish somebody had been like, listen, David Crockett. There's a reason for all this. It's gonna make sense. She was tough. And on top of that, I mean, I look fabulous now. But I was a little bit of an awkward child. Here's an example. I had to wear an eye patch for 8 years of my childhood because I had crossed eyes. I know, it's adorable, isn't it, to think about? There's gonna be somebody here, like somebody who lives in Wicker Park, who when I say eye patch, they imagine like a black with the thing around the head, like a stage manager's eye patch, like the eye patch of a Johnny Depp character. But when you have crossed eyes, that's not the kind of eye patch you get. You don't get like a cool conquistador's eye patch. You get a Band-Aid material, flesh-toned, disposable eye patch. So when you wear it on your face, it just looks like more skin. Like Sloth from the Goonies, but a little girl. And to soften the blow, the company that made these patches, they put in the box with the patches, they put these stickers, because I think they thought that little kids were gonna be like, oh, you've got an iridescent Lisa Frank star on your Trapper Keeper? Well, I've got a sticker on my eye patch. Of course, that never caught on. I think partially because eye patches are not cool. I think the other part might be because they didn't even make the right kind of stickers. Like they weren't Lisa Frank iridescent stars. They were these tiny, bucolic farm vignettes that were printed only in navy blue, tan, and brown. So it would be like a deer drinking from a brook, and then a silo and an owl. You were supposed to take that pastoral imagery and stick it on your little flesh flap with your glasses, braces, bowl cut, and coonskin cap and go and succeed in 4th grade. That's my point is, I just wish that somebody had said to me, listen kid, your eyes are totally gonna straighten out, but you are not. Yeah, and it's gonna be fine. One of my favorite things in the whole world are like miscommunications. And I've had a couple of really, well, here's one big miscommunication that I think we are all guilty of as a city, and I love it. I love us for it. Here's it. I'm gonna prove to you right now, Chicago, that we are the most optimistic city in the world, and I'm gonna do it with one sentence. In Chicago, we consider our beaches to be beaches. That's very optimistic of us. And there's gonna be some people that are like, yeah, that's sort of optimistic, but I don't know if it proves we're the most optimistic. Let me lay this on you. Every year, families are eating sushi right on the sand, and then frisbees and dogs are jumping in and then the next day, that same beach will be closed because of E. coli and too much poop in the water. Here's why I love our city. The 3rd day, the day right after the poop day, back at the beach. I love that as a group, we're all like, no. You don't understand. That was yesterday. There was poop in the water. Not today. It's not like this is a closed system. This is different water. This is my favorite optimistic answer I've heard recently. I'm on this committee that's planning a party, and we're having this meeting, everybody was yelling out things that they thought this party should have. I said, I think this party needs whack-a-mole. I stand by that. That's how I want to party. I want to hit animatronic moles on the head with a mallet. Sure, pizza could be delivered. Let's get crazy, you know? But I said that to the committee. I go, I think this party needs whack-a-mole. Another lady on the committee, she looks at me and she goes, no. I believe it's pronounced guacamole. Yes! Yes! I love that lady! Because she's nuts! Like, in her mind, I'm a 30-year-old person that's been walking into Chipotle's for years, just like, oh, whack-a-mole's extra? And nobody's ever corrected me. Like, nobody said a goddamn thing. I'm like, I like the whack-a-mole. The jalapenos are okay. Just nobody's... That lady's a crazy person, and I love her. I guarantee you that that lady is the first person back at the beach the day after the poop day. Like, I'm sure of it. Just like, what do you even notice? Oh man, are you guys ready for it? How about we start the rest of the show? Are you ready to start the rest of the show? Because I know you want to hear hilarious jokes and witticisms, but don't you also want to see some fantastic performance? Don't you want to see some burlesque and some belly dancing and some clowning and modern everything else? Cheer is going to happen. There's going to be a lot of awesome stuff. Guys, our first performers tonight are the Velvet Hearts. Let's hear it in advance for them. Let's hear it, because they're our first performers. They are from Columbus, Ohio, guys, and they are also the premier burlesque troupe in the country. So we're going to get it going for them right now, guys. Let's hear it for the Velvet Hearts, who are not on stage yet, and I have to keep going. Awesome, we can do that. All right, well, I'll keep talking to you. Here's what's... Okay, thank you for the suggestion of fisting. Is that what you just yelled? Fisty. Got it. Gorilla Fistula. Got it. Got it. Well, you have to understand, as a gay female comic, that wouldn't be the first time that an audience member had yelled, fisting! Just out of nowhere, expecting for me to cover it. Yes, yes, I'll be getting to that later. Right after scissoring. Which, by the way, is not a thing. Actually, if I could leave you with anything before I bring on the Velvet Hearts, it is this public service announcement. Scissoring is not a thing. We need to stop talking about this as queer people like this is something that has ever happened outside of a porn studio where two straight men high-fived and then said, I don't know, Barbies can fit together like this. So surely that must be how women make love. And they would be right, like, because women love to make love in a way where nobody's satisfied or stimulated. And also you're facing away from each other the most you can possibly be. Thank you so much. In conclusion, scissoring is not a thing. Please spread the word. It's not a thing. If you see a video where somebody is scissoring, I would ask you to please check their fingernails. I think we know what we're gonna find.